So as a golf professional, as an inventor, as an engineer, I have so many thoughts in my mind as to how I can help my students. So I'm going to introduce you to a few new products. So I'm going to go over some of the key elements of the Saber for you so that you quickly understand how beneficial this product is. The first thing that I want my students to know how to do is hold the club properly. So the Saber itself has a square shape to it. There's 4 sides to the Saber with key pieces of information on the Saber that will help you as well. What you're going to find when you grab the Saber from the heavy end is that it's pretty hefty. This particular Saber is our Saber Golf Trainer 2.0. You grab the heavy end and you're working on your strength. Pretty simple. Flip it over, grab the light end, and now you're working on your speed. So you have one trainer that's developing power, because power is the combination of strength and speed. So we've got strength, speed, and technique with a square shape, and now we're going to work on timing. So the timing element, we have a ball inside the Saber. When you take it to the top of your backswing, release it through, you're going to get that snap at the bottom. So the idea as a coach for me is to be able to communicate to my students where I want that snap to happen. A lot of times my students will come over the top and they'll snap way too late, and that's one of the contributing factors to that slice. So as a drill, I'm going to have my students take the Saber to the top of their backswing, and I'm going to have them do what I call the pump drill, and they're going to hammer down and snap on this side of their body. When they snap down on this side of the body, the club comes into position correctly without coming over the top and producing that slice. So 2017, best new product, Saber Golf Trainer. So the Saber putting ruler is very, very simple. Anybody can go to Home Depot, grab a ruler, set it down and putt with it. Oftentimes with that particular ruler, it's very flimsy, it bends and it warps. We found a very high quality aluminum product that we can create our Saber putting rulers with. Thank you very much, sir. So with the Saber putting ruler, all of my products are multi-dimensional, multi-purpose. This is not just your standard ruler. It may look like that. 36 inches long, 2 holes, 1 on either end. The way I like to use my ruler is I set the ball in the hole and putt down it. What if you have a student that's struggling a little bit with their confidence? Like bowling, you might need to set some bumpers on the alley. So if you flip the Saber over, what you're going to find is that this ruler has a channel cut into it. So you can set the ball in the channel and putt off of it. But wait, there's more, right? So if you take the Saber and hold it on a 20-degree angle, rest the ball right here and release it on the practice putting green, guess what you're doing? You're using it to gauge what a lot of people will refer to as a stimp meter reading. So the stimp meter is the original device that you anchor a ball into a notch, you raise it up, it hits 20 degrees, and when it releases, you then calculate the green speed. What about if your training aid in your golf bag did that for you? So when you go to play a tournament, you pull out the Saber Golf putting ruler, put your ball here. Everybody has a smartphone, which I know my Apple phone has an angle measuring meter on there. I pull up the app, it's in your utilities, very easy to find. Raise it up to 20 degrees and release the ball. Do that 3 times, do it 3 times the other way, and you're doing exactly the same thing that your golf course superintendent is doing to check the stimp meter on your green. So an excellent way to make sure that your stroke is connected to green speed every time, no matter whether or not you have the information from the superintendent. Another great product that we came up with, very, very simple, this is the Saber Stroke Trainer. So I've got some golf professionals in the audience, and you would agree that if you have a putter that is set to, let's say, 72-degree lie angle, if you have the shaft of your putter set to 72 degrees lie angle, the stroke that you should be training should also match that 72 degrees lie angle. All right, so I can see some heads nodding in agreement. Now this particular trainer I developed to move all the way from 80 degrees down to 60 degrees, very simply done by moving the bolt in the center. So in this position, if I set this on the ground with the bolt just short of that 90-degree angle, I just achieved an 80-degree lie angle. And as we know with the rules of golf, you have to diverge from vertical a minimum of 10 degrees for your putter to be legal. So if you have an 80-degree lie angle putter, you can use a Saber stroke trainer set to 80 degrees. So let's say I want to set this down. I want to set it to 72 degrees. Again, simply open up the app on my phone. It's right in my utilities. I can walk you through it. There's a level on here. So you can see on the phone, the level changes, right? So if I'm going to set this on the ground right in front of me, plop that down. Currently that's at 80 degrees. I'm going to set my putter maybe against the wall, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to measure on the shaft what that lie angle is. And then very simply, I'm going to take that number, okay, says it was negative 18 degrees. Do some simple math on that from 90. We're left with 72 degrees, correct? I hope my math's right. Okay, 72 plus 18 is 90. So if I then take this, set it right near my device, and release the screw all the way back down, now if I find that negative 18 degrees again, which is about right there, now I know I'm set. The other two screws on either side of that measuring screw are stabilizing screws. So as I screw those in, now I'm able to take my putter, position it right here on the stage, stabilize it with the outer pieces, and then very simply now, as I take my putter and I work my putter back and forth, I'm actually working on a stroke path that is tied to the lie angle of my putter. Right, so very, very simple concept. Fits right in the golf bag. All of our products, by the way, are made right here in the USA. We make them in Arizona, in-house, out of really high-quality materials. So this is aluminum materials, stainless steel, with like a Teflon type decal that goes over there to protect your putter as you're working on your stroke. So very, very simple, right? One of the technology groups that we decided to work with was Blast Motion. Do you know Blast Motion sensors? You can take a Blast Motion sensor and put it right onto your putter, right? So if you're working on your stroke, you're able to capture swing speed, twist, etc. using the Blast Motion sensor. The Blast Motion sensor allows you to capture information, but it's only based on a collision. The collision of the ball is what triggers the sensor. So if I've got my Saber golf trainer and I need to capture my club head speed on the heavy end, I take the sensor, put it to the heavy end, and then I take my Saber impact trainer, which is a very, very lightweight piece of foam, set it down, make my swing with the Saber at the heavy end, collide with the impact trainer, complete my follow through, and I get that ping, and the information from the blast sensor relays that, so I know what my club head speed is. I also know what my timing is. So that's an addition when somebody purchases a Saber golf trainer with the Blast Motion technology. They also get one of these impact trainers so that they can capture that information. We also have putting discs. So this particular putting disc has a little lip on it and a rubber edge. So if you're working on your putting indoors, set it right there on the carpet. You're going to hit your putt and roll it. The objective is to get that ball with perfect speed to pop up and stay inside the cup. If you hit it too firmly, it'll hit and roll right over. If you hit it without the accuracy necessary, it will hit the edge and ricochet off. So what I like to use this for is working in tournament play. So I'll take 3 or 4 of them when I go compete. I'll go out to my next tournament, throw these out on the green so that I know exactly where I think the holes are going to be cut. So that brings me to one important factor that I wanted to mention here. Last year for the 100th PGA Championship at Bellerive in St. Louis, Missouri, I was able to compete in that tournament. So I finished top 20 in the National Club Pro Championship and played in my first major championship just last year, just a few months ago. I've also had the opportunity to play in the Waste Management Phoenix Open, as well as hold a tour card on the Web.com tour. So all of my products are really coming out of a necessity as a player to help myself play the best golf that I can. And now as a coach, it's important for me to be able to take that information that I've learned as a player and convey that to my students. I found a very consistent material for chipping on the putting green. So if you're working on your short game and you're looking for a product that will react very similar to a putting green, this is a Saber Golf Target. So our online training programs include information on how to actually use the Saber Golf Target. If you're looking for strokes gained, if you're looking to improve your proximity to the hole, you're going to need to chip the ball onto a target. And this target is exactly the target that you need because it reacts the same as a putting green. And as you can tell, we have two different sizes. The outer white section would be one target, and then a smaller blue section gives us the opportunity to hit to a tighter target. I'm very, very excited to introduce to you the putter that I debuted at the PGA Championship. It is a Saber Golf Stability Core putter. The Saber Golf Stability Core putter in this particular model is called the Saber Cat. This is the blade. We also have a mallet version, which is the Saber Hawk model. Our putters are milled out of 6061 aircraft grade aluminum and house a brass core. So this is the Saber Stability Core. We're able to adjust our putters all the way from 200 grams to 700 grams depending on the material that we choose. Here at the PGA show we have a lot of products down at the booth 807 on the putting green that you can go and try if you want. We have steel body with a brass core as well as aluminum body with a brass core, multiple different weights. Let me tell you a little bit about why I believe this particular putter design is better than any putter design that's out there, okay? So as a tournament professional, I have found that I hate the fidgets. I hate setting a putter down and having it not set there by itself. I hate having to adjust the loft of the putter. When a putter has loft, I always feel like I'm trying to forward press. If I have 3 degrees of loft on my putter, what happens if I accidentally forward press 4 degrees or don't press enough and I still leave 1 degree on the face? So that's what I call a loft angle fidget that I don't like. Any fidgeting has got to be bad when you're on the 16th hole at the Waste Management Phoenix Open and everybody's about to boo you for all the bad things that you do on that hole, right? So, 0 loft. Took the loft off of it. I don't have to worry about the loft fidgets at all with my Saber Stability Core putter, right? So, what's the other fidget that we have issues with? Lie angle. We have lie angle fidgets. Let's say you've gone and you spent the entire time getting perfectly custom fit for your putter, and you find out that it's 72 degrees, and then you plop it down on the grass and it has a cambered sole on the bottom. How are you supposed to know exactly where 72 degrees is and you've been perfectly fit for that putter, right? So with a dead flat sole, you're able to plop it down and find exactly where flat is. Now this seems like, wow, how did nobody ever think of this? But I can tell you, I haven't seen any putters out on the market that have a perfectly flat sole that will allow me to be able to do that in combination with 0 degrees loft, right? So I'm getting rid of 2 different fidgets. The last fidget that really bugged me as a player was a stroke stability. So most conventional putters are somewhere between 300, 350 grams in head weight. Like I said at the beginning, we have the ability to move the putter weight all the way to 700 grams. So what I landed at with this particular design is about 465 grams in head weight. So at 465 grams and a little bit shorter length, that last little fidget goes out the window. When you're working on stroke stability and you're working on having a nice cadence and that nice pure stroke, it's very important that you have enough weight to allow your body to simply relax. When your body relaxes, you're able to set your arms in motion, and like I like to say, I want to get out of the way of a swinging putter. That's my goal. I want to get out of the way so that the putter can swing. If I'm in the way of a swinging putter, there's compensations and manipulations that are going to be built in there, and it's just going to drive me nuts. And under pressure on that downhill left to right slider, that's the one where it's not going to hold up, right? So, my name is Craig Hocknull. Saber Golf is my company. As you can see, I'm very passionate about all of my products. I feel like my products are super high quality, made in the USA, and really at the heart of it, all of the products, including the putter, are to help my players just play better. Really, it stemmed from helping me to play better, and when I figured out how to play better using my products, especially my putter, now I'm able to help all of my students play better. So I really appreciate you joining me here in the New Product Zone and on the New Product Zone demo stage for the 2019 PGA Merchandise Show. It's a great privilege for me to be here as a past winner with my Saber Golf trainer as a 2017 Best New Product, and just excited to kind of keep that ball rolling and give my students a greater opportunity to play. Thank you very much.